Now, you guys already know I don't need another deck. I don't even need to tell you that again because all y'all that watch my channel know that already. But I got another deck. I got another deck. Now, most of the decks I get are for review and they come to me from the creator or from the publisher. But this one came from Amazon.com. And I bought it with my own money because I'm an Amazon affiliate and every so often I'm supposed to show Amazon product. So whenever I see a love deck, I cannot resist. So I was on Amazon buying something else and this deck popped up. And I was like, that is so beautiful. I love the colors. I can't wait to show it to you because I haven't looked at any of the cards at all. But the color scheme is what really drove me. It just drove me to get it immediately. So my name is QueenAusetHeru. And thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to anybody and everybody too. Please drop us a positive comment in the comment section. And if you want to get a reading done, please email me or hit me up on social media. All of my information is underneath this video. Let's get started. So it came in a bag, which I love because I can now use the bag for other things. But maybe not because it came in a tuck box and I always destroy the tuck box. So this bag is on point. That bag is a blessing. So here's our tuck box. It's a little bit glossy. It's very standard, very basic, no frills. I'm going to open up the box and try not to destroy it. That's why I don't like these that much because I always destroy them. But this is the industry standard. And almost everybody uses these boxes. If it's in a harder box, then you got lucky. You got blessed that day. Now, let me show you something. This is the back of the card. And here's the side. They're not too thick. They're not too thin. They're standard. They're standard size and standard feel to them. Let's pull this all the way in so you guys can see. All right, I'm going to show you each and every card from this moment on. So basically, let me push this in. I want to have to squint. There we go. So as you can see, each of these has the same thing. It's the beautiful red roses on the back that I just showed you. The same red rose at the bottom. That's what drew me, was the rose. And then there's a message. So this one tells us to stay optimistic. Positive thinking and faith will bring romance into your life. Okay. So as you can see, each one, they're not numbered, of course. There is no guidebook. All the information is on the card. So you have the opening phrase here and then a little bit more information about this. And it's basically talking, it looks like attraction. So they're using the law of attraction, which is good. And they're telling you different ways that you can work the law of attraction to bring love into your life. So if I have a client and they're talking to me about their love life, yeah, these would be great to pull out. And it doesn't matter if your client is in a relationship or not, because these messages seem to be for anybody, really. Like this one, it tells you to make the effort. So that could mean anything. That could mean calling a person. That could mean putting yourself out there on dating apps. It could mean a number of things. So that's really cool. So you can use them with different types of clients and different types of relationships. Oh, wow. That's a quote from Maya Angelou. If somebody shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Most of us don't believe them the first time. And that's how that's how the problems start. Beware of codependency. Oh, wow. So one or both of you is codependent. I like the messages. They're not unusual messages though. Like if you're used to romance decks, like I have a lot of romance decks. Like I said, I collect them. So I've seen almost all of these messages before. They're important messages though. All of these are things that could stop us or help us get into a decent relationship or maintain the relationship that we have. So these are good. Oh, wow. This person is the one. That's cool. I like these. You know why I like decks like these? I have like 5 that are just like this. They're just pretty much not a lot of illustration, but a lot of words. But I like these because of the fact that anybody can use these. A beginner can use these, a pro can use these. I would probably use these at the end of a love reading. I probably would do the tarot cards first, maybe a couple other oracles, and I probably would end with something like this. Simply because of it's so simple, and I can easily send the client a picture of this. You know, I can ask the cards what's the most important theme that this couple needs to know, and then send them. Sometimes I do couples readings, so I can send one to each person. Like, what does the wife really need to focus on? What does the husband need to focus on? Or what does the wife and the wife, or whatever kind of, setup it is, need to focus on? Or what does the this partner need to focus on? And if it's just one person, I can do that. Or they can ask me, well, where should we focus? And I can pull one of these last. So I like these to wrap up. But you also could do a full spread with these. For instance, you could say, where is my lover? I'm gonna show you guys one. This is one. You could say, what is my lover thinking? What should I do about it? What will be the outcome? So what is your lover thinking? They're thinking about forgive and release. What should you do? Set some healthy boundaries. What will be the outcome? Learning to love your shadow, and you will learn to love each other. So this relationship, there's some shadow stuff going on. You see? So that's really cool. You can do a spread with these, as well as just pulling a one card, like a card of the day kind of thing. So you could also do any kind of romance spread, really. That's just one that I use sometimes. So I like the themes here. They're all forward thinking. They're progressive. They're pretty positive too. It's interesting because there is stuff here that might not be as positive, like things that could be problematic. Like, for instance, boundaries. If somebody is crossing your boundaries, that's not a positive experience. But it can turn into one, because if you fix that, you can turn into a much better relationship. Ah, that's cool. Leap of faith. Twin flame. Some people believe in twin flames, some people don't. I think twin flames are basically very similar to soulmates from what I understand. So they don't seem far-fetched to me. But if you're somebody who doesn't believe in twin flames, you might want to just take that. You might want to take that one out of the deck. The deck can still work without one card. You can leave it in the box. So I like these. I am going to cleanse these, and I'm going to use them in my next reading. My next relationship reading, which I believe is today. Difficulties. Ooh. Jealousies. Ugh. So see how it's not all positive, but it's stuff that if you worked it out, could be helpful to the relationship. Keep the door open. Oh, wow. So you guys tell me what you think. What do you think about these? I really enjoyed the simplicity. I think they're clean. I like the artwork. They're very clean. Like, they're right there in between. It's not too wordy. I think they're good. And remember, I said I feel like beginners can use these. Like, if you're somebody who's never even used an oracle deck before, you could cleanse these and get these and do readings on your own love life. Like I said, you could pick a card every day and see, what should we focus on today? Where should I focus today? What's going on with us? They should have put these in alphabetical order, though. That's the one thing that could have been a little bit more helpful. But they're not going to stay in alphabetical order once you shuffle them anyway, so it really doesn't matter. I don't have any issues with these. Like when you know how I look at something and I'm like, well, it's this, it's that. I would say these are a 10 out of 10. There's nothing about them that drastically needs to be changed. They seem to be very productive, very practical, very functional. So yeah, I give them a 10 out of 10. I don't really like they're kind of glossy, and I don't want to say I don't like that cuz I do love glossy cards, but I don't like it when I'm trying to record or take pictures. So that's the only time some of you may find that to be problematic cuz like I said, they're very glossy. I mean, very. You see? So if you have a ring light like mine, you know, it's going to show up unless you put them on an angle. Actions speak louder than words. Oh wow, that's good. Yeah, but like I said, I've seen these in so many other decks. I've seen these expressions. They're very common expressions, but these are things that go on in relationships. So they're not far-fetched. They're very practical. They're very down to earth. I'm sure many of us have gone through a lot of things that I'm seeing here. Let go of the need to control. Wow. You know what these are? I just realized something. These are a lot of these, not all of them, but a lot of these are the same messages I saw in my first romance deck. My first romance deck was called simply the Romance Angels, I think it was called. And I don't use it anymore because the person that made it really irked me. All of us know about her in the community. And I don't use it anymore. But a lot of these are the same exact phrases. So if you like the Romance Angels deck, this is a perfect there's some extra ones in here. Like they have some in here that not many cards, but a few cards that you may not see in that one. A few expressions you may not see in that one. But I would say a great deal of these are the same or similar. Because as I'm reading them, I can picture the pictures in my mind. I used that deck so many times. It was my only romance deck for a long time. So I can definitely spot it. And a lot of these cards had the same wording. So if you like that one and you're not using it anymore like I don't, or if you just want something different, you know, just to switch up, this is good. So there we are. That's all of them. And it's a very short video because there is no guidebook to look at. There's nothing else to say. There's nothing else to read, unfortunately. So I'm going to end the video here. And if you like this deck, check out underneath this video because I'm going to leave a link to where you can purchase this deck. Okay? Take care.